Yo, what's good? What's happening? We back. This your boy Chris J. I'm your boy Trail Staff here. You listen to Threes from the Ring.
Yo,
Appreciate you guys as always, man. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We got plenty of content. Definitely check out the new episode of Attack on Culture. Trail and Cam did a video game Summerfest preview, pretty much. So check that out. And pretty much we still got plenty of content. Cam got you guys on the gotcha. We gonna have a new episode of this, plus as well Daytro solid with the prediction with the Mariah May short as well, which we'll briefly discuss as well. But either way, make sure you hit that share button, make sure you hit that follow button, make sure you guys comment as well. We appreciate the engagement that you guys have been giving us on all platforms, honestly. So keep it up, people. Please keep it up. But let's go ahead and get into it. This is our second time recording, by the way, this episode. Some shit happened yesterday, and it is what it is. But either way, this is part, and literally we're not about to retry and recreate the discussion we had. Either way, it is what it is. You guys gonna get a abridged episode because that annoyed the hell out of me that we don't have stuff from yesterday. But either way, we'll start with the wrestling end of the show. Once again, we're gonna start it off as we did last time. Unfortunately, we had some releases. Well, lack of contract renewals, let's put it that way. So unfortunately, this past Sunday, we learned that R-Truth, his contract was not renewed with WWE, TKO, whatever. And really sad thing in itself. But overall, I was sad, hurt by it, but at the same time, business is business, as a Young Thug once said. Whatever happens, happens. But he had a nice long stay with the company. It don't mean he's going forever. Shoot, they might find a way to make things work in the near future or whatever. Either way, the man he's at his peace. He's 50-some years old. He might take a break, spend time with his family, his kids, and all of that to make up for lost time, you know. But it did lead to a lot of goofy little discourse, which we're not going to once again go into detail about again. But overall, it sucks. It's unfortunate. It's just at the end of the day, business is business. Not everybody's going to be able to stay with the company. And as new people come in, some people got to go. As we saw last night with NXT, Mariah May debuted. So, come on now. Like, not everybody, as you bring in new people, whether it's even the NXT call-ups as well, some people got to go, especially if you've been with the company for Lord knows how long. This is similar to the Braun Strowman release. Hey, look, you're making too much money to be here, and you're not looking good. Now, R-Truth, in a way, was more of a backstage piece, but even still, I get it, you know. So, but your thoughts, and we'll move on.
yeah, I agree. I feel the same exact way. The exact way as you. I'm hurt. That shirt is a collector's item now. I gotta find a way to get it. They took it off the WWE shop, so that shirt is a collector's item. It was a really good shirt. Shout out to Cena. I don't know if his reported that Cena knew what was gonna happen, so he gave R-Truth that main event one. So shout out to Cena for that. Real top guy. I just gotta say, keep y'all same energy for certain things. People was mad at R-Truth when he did get that match, and now they sad that they see him going. So just keep the same energy. There's no need to start doing posting. It's not how. Just stop watching that company if you hate everything it does. Flat out. But yeah, R-Truth is a GOAT. One day, when things is not as hectic as it is around us, we just go through some of our R-Truth favorite moments. Just have a ball celebrating that dude. But and R-Truth, if you ever want to tell your greatest moments, right through our podcast, we got you.
We got you, B.
We'll definitely do it for the culture. Other than that, yeah, I'm sad, bro. I know he was older, one of the older talents. I think he was there for like what? They saying 17 years.
Yeah.
Like something like that. So that's a long time. The same thing for Carlito. I know he took a break But even with his years combined, it's a long time he's been with that company.
Yeah.
So, and I heard Sheamus said on Pat McAfee podcast, show today, talking about how like there's always a way back to the company if you want to come back. So I'm pretty sure we'll see R-Truth, because I know he don't get the accolades that a lot of other people do, but I'm pretty sure we see R-Truth in the Hall of Fame. And plus, he's like a 7-time like NWA champion or something like that. Kind of crazy.
Yep. So. And Triple H do recognizes your work outside, so yeah. He's fine.
And he got like 71 or something like that, 24/7 title winner. So R-Truth is he's everybody's favorite. So I understand if people in our locker room feel sad, and I understand the people who have parasocial relationship with wrestlers feel sad. It's just sadness all around.
Yeah. So overall, wish you well, R-Truth. You raw what you do, wherever you go to next. Make sure you appreciate it. If it's about the money, get that money. But hey, either way, he'll be back. He'll probably be, like I said, they'll come up with something in the future. Who knows? But it's nothing to be heartbroken about. But yeah, like as I said, Mariah May debuted last night on NXT. She might not be Mariah May there.
All but certain. Same thing happened with Ricky Starks.
Yeah, so
did not say their name.
Yeah, they didn't say a name. She didn't say a name. All she said was glamorous, man. So we'll see where things go with that. Which all I'm gonna say with that, it just further proves that they knew what was about to happen, because you don't just magically send Julia and Stephanie Vacker to the main roster and not have somebody ready to take up the spot for them. Plus, it would have been already a freaking insane main event scene for the women's roster too in NXT, with just Mariah May there on top of everybody else. So makes sense why they got that call up. But overall, happy for her. She gets to live her dream. This is what she wants. Cool. Happy for her. We'll see where things go. You niggas gonna be mad at the name either way, so just get over it. But either way, happy for her. You know, she got her money. She gets to live her WWE dream. We'll see where things go for her. Your thoughts real quick before we go to Money in the Bank.
Yeah, I agree with you. Like, it's just beautiful. Shout out to her. Again, so much discourse happening that don't need to happen. You know, a person had a dream, they fulfilled their dream. Why everybody can't be happy? You know what I'm saying? Like, say for instance, Chris' dream is to shake Jeff Bezos' hand.
It's not, but I'm just throwing it out there. It's not, but
if that's his dream and Chris achieves that dream through his hard work and dedication, why can I be mad at him? Do I like Jeff Bezos? No. Do I wish Jeff Bezos will give me money and fuck off somewhere? Yes. But Chris achieving his dream, I'm going to be happy for him regardless. Shout out to Mariah May. She doing what she doing. Now, Mariah March or April June, whatever her name is going to be.
Mariah March is insane.
Whatever her name is going to be, I know people will complain about that. And just like Ricky Starks, Ricky Saints, people got used to it. So I thought about all the names people like. Mox is a fire wrestling name. His name is John Moxley, just call him Mox. But Dean Ambrose ain't that bad either. That nigga Seth Rollins used to be Tyler Black. Okay? And now forever and ever we know him as Seth Rollins.
Yep.
So we don't care, man. A name change is not gonna hurt. And that's just so stupid. Shoot, Dolph Ziggler was a name for all the time he was there. Dolph Ziggler as a name sucks. All right, so you know, it is what it is, man.
Definitely is. But let's go ahead, move on. Money in the Bank is this weekend. Also, Worlds Collide. I'm not gonna do a prediction for Worlds Collide because I'm just gonna pick all the WWE NXT people. I'm just gonna keep it real. So, because I don't know none of them but Vikingo and maybe a couple people.
Hey, shout out to Mr. One of those.
Who?
You don't know Mr. Iguana? He wrestling in one of the tag matches, man.
I don't even know who the hell that is. See,
You got man, put some respect on Mr. Iguana, bro.
hey, shout out to the name, G. That's all I'm gonna say. But shout out
He
to
got
your
a
name,
pay
bro.
Iguana on his hand.
That's
You laughing, bro? That's real.
hey, that's AAA Jake Snake Roberts is crazy. Respect, respect. But either way, shout out to those people who are second part in that this weekend. Prayers up to Backer and Chad Gable because y'all pulling double duty. Shout out to y'all and being in Money in the Bank match. God bless. God bless y'all.
Something happened though.
One of the dudes from
yeah,
LWO did get hurt, so I think they replaced. I forgot who they replaced him
where
with.
Lance Dorado, which I didn't even know he was still cool with the company.
Hey, look, man. It is what it is. He got his opportunity. Respect. Definitely prayers from whichever dude. I think it was Joaquin Wild, I think, from LWO. One of them. But prayers to you, bro. Like, hey, get well, because I don't know what happened. Whatever that injury it definitely was serious. So, get well, G. But let's go ahead. Money in the Bank this Saturday, LA, and then to it Dome. So, with that said, this is a Triple H 4-match special. So, but either way, it makes sense. We got 2 Money in the Bank matches and a really big main event type match. But we'll go ahead and get the women's Money in the Bank out the way first. This is a very star-studded lineup. We have Stephanie Vacker, Alexa Bliss, Roxanne, Naomi, Rhea Ripley, and Julia. To me, it's either Stephanie Vacker or Naomi's to win. Leaning more heavily towards Naomi. Rhea Ripley don't need it. Alexa Bliss, I'm still confused if she's still supernatural or not, but we'll see where things go. But I don't think she needs it. Julia, I think she has a collision course with the women's U.S. title, and pretty much Roxanne is too early as well. But I'm definitely going to lean towards Naomi more than anything. I think it just makes no sense for her to have it. I like it when heels have it as well. Plus, it just keeps her, even though she's very prominent right now, it just keeps her in the title scene as well, too. So we'll see where things go. But I'm definitely leaning towards Naomi. I wouldn't be shocked they put it on Stephanie Vacker either.
Yeah, this is one of the most stacked women's Money in the Banks ever. This is probably going to go down as the best one. They got a lot of people who can do a lot of things in that Money in the Bank. I kind of agree with you with the 2 you picked. I would not be shocked if Rhea wins that. I will be mad if Rhea wins. Not mad. I ain't going to throw no pitchforks. I'd be like, what's the point? Like, if you watch Raw last night, Monday, and Rhea Ripley literally appeared on the screen just to shake Stephanie's hand and got the loudest pop of the night. Like, extremely loud. Like, it was crazy. It was definitely type loud when she popped up on the screen. She don't need that briefcase. Put it on Naomi. And because the SmackDown women's, the Raw women's, the top of it is a little sketchy. But the SmackDown one is really, really good in terms of Bianca, Jade, Tiffany,
Charlotte,
Nia, and Naomi. They all is really, really good. So if it has to go to a Raw person, giving it to Stephanie Vacker, that shows Triple H assembling the rocket right on her right then and there. So it is what it is. Same thing with Gulia. Gulia got a SmackDown package on Raw. Like, Triple H is saying, look, y'all gonna like this woman or not, but she's gonna get pushed. And you can do nothing about it. So yeah. But hey, I agree, totally agree with you guys.
So we'll see where things go, but this will definitely be entertaining. Then we have let's go ahead. We got Lyra Valkyria versus Becky Lynch. I'm still don't know if they want to put the belt on Becky. I wouldn't be mad, but I feel like it's definitely going to lead to Bayley's return.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking this leads to Bayley's return. I don't think Becky I think Becky does a real part-time thing. I think Becky here to establish that title more, but not hold it. Like establish as a challenger to get people thinking about it, but not hold the title. And then she go back to doing her part-time stuff.
Yeah. And kind of one thing I will say, she's definitely pushing Lyra character-wise, because I was kind of tired of being like the Irish girl next door type figure. And I'm like, look, you kind of need that little grit on you. You don't have it. And like, I'm glad Becky's bringing it out. So I give her that, because I was like, all right, look, you too damn nice for my liking.
It's also working. When Lyra come out, the fans is doing a little bird.
Yeah, I know, which is cool, but it's just, it was getting. We need some like aggression, you know.
Yeah, I like Lyra. At first, I was scared for her when she came into the main roster. I was really scared to see like how she was gonna make her rounds and make her moves. Because like you saying, like you kind of need something to stand out. And I was like, her just being a bird lady ain't gonna stand out.
The bird lady is insane, but I was right.
They call her on Twitter, unfortunately. But literally, her just being woo not gonna make her stand out. It'll have her with something that people like, but stand out is a whole different ball game. So, I think that her jamming with Becky will help her in the future. And then, if Bayley comes back through this and stuff like that, it gives another real challenger and a real threat. So
definitely. So we'll see where things go, but I think Lyra does retain with Bayley shenanigans, because that way we get the proper Becky versus Bayley match going into Evolution next month. So, because definitely after this, we're well on the road to Evolution, so we'll see things go. Then let's go ahead and do the men's Money in the Bank. Now this, I'm gonna be honest, I don't want none of these dudes to have it, but we'll see how things go. But
I don't know what Triple H was smoking with this Money in the Bank, bro.
It's going to be a good match. It's just I don't want to see none of these guys.
It's like it's damn plan for Seth.
It is, which once again is believable and sellable. It's just all right, man. But we got LA Knight, Penta, Andrade, Solo, Seth Rollins, and American El Grande, aka Chad Gable. So we'll see where things go with this one. It's definitely set up for Seth to win. LA Knight is a dark horse with this. He's definitely a dark horse, but overall, I'm not happy with anybody winning it, but Seth makes sense in terms of just the threat of him. Just, hey, I could pull up on any of these two shows. I could pull up on Cena and take it. I can pull up on Jay and take it. It's good storytelling with it, especially.
I think Seth wins. I think Gunther beats Jay, but Goldberg comes out, lay waste to Gunther. I think Gunther beats Jay. Goldberg's come out, lay waste to Gunther. Seth come out, cash in on Gunther. So you get Gunther and Goldberg going into SummerSlam, Goldberg's retirement match. Then you get Seth with that title, him holding it till Punk So Punk, I think, is taking that title either away from Seth, or if you really want to get freaky, listen. Don't nobody steal my idea. But listen, if you really want to get freaky, Cena's last match, Cena say, I'm going home with this title. Just like Money in the Bank back in the day, when CM Punk said he was going home with that title, CM Punk is the one who saved the company. I don't know. People might want Cody Rhodes to do that again. Get Cody out of my face, bro. He's good. He don't need to. He's established himself as the one. So
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at it at all. Because I definitely believe the way we're seeing story-wise with the Jay Gunther thing, look, Well, man, give Gunther his props, man. That man is a storyteller. He's a storyteller, G. But either way, we'll get to that. But yeah, Seth makes the most sense. LA Knight be cool. Penta, just I don't see him like him pulling up with the suitcase with his interest be really raw as hell. But other than that, I really don't believe nobody else makes the most sense. I'm good on Solo having it as a whole. Like he shouldn't even sniff it. But just see him.
Somebody on Twitter said Solo is better as a manager than a wrestler, bro.
No, I saw that, and then I listened to their podcast, and I was like, "You selling me on this? Believe me,
you were selling me on this joint, bro. I'm liking it, bro. Because that nigga Solo sucks, but as a manager, he's funny.
He's look, man. He has a future in this business, G. Look, I don't wish no injury upon no man, but if he gets something like a neck injury, he is set.
Yeah.
He has a role. He has a role in this business. But even as an announcer, I would believe Solo would be funny as hell as a heel announcer type guy. I would love it. But either way, but yeah, it's gonna be a cool match. I expect Andrade and Penta and Chad Gable to really hard carry this match in terms of just the spots and stuff. That's why I believe they're here. But we'll see where things go. But this is Seth is winning. Especially when we see Braun Breaker come in and splash somebody, or Bronson Reed come and splash somebody off the ladder through a table. God bless. So either way, it's set for Seth to win. I'll be happy with it. I ain't gonna trip. So we'll see where things go. Then our great main event, we get in Cody and Jay versus Cena and Logan Paul. I'm expecting them to let people go home happy with Cody and Jay winning. I definitely expect Jay to take a whooping because we're based on the story we're telling with him and Gunther leading up to Raw. Hey, look, you and everybody business. You're not focused on our business, G. In the business of being this champion, you don't understand. So with that said, you're gonna take an ass whooping, and then I'm gonna kick your ass. So either way, we'll see where things go. But I'm expecting this to be Cody carrying this match for the other three. Oh, good luck with that and have fun. But we'll see where things go. Either way, just get this shit over with, and so we can move the hell on. But Cody should win.
Babyface wins. That's my analysis.
Simple as that. We'll leave it there. If they do add another match, I wouldn't be shocked. If we'll find out by SmackDown if they add something, because Triple H just doing 4. I wouldn't be mad, but
I think they need to add a women's match.
You got 2 women. You got the women's you got the women's US side. I mean Intercontinental.
Both women's main titles are not being defended.
Well, Io don't got nothing going on with nobody. Tiffany's pretty much. Neither one got nothing going on. And shoot, and even the women's tag belts are nothing going on either. So and let's see. I wouldn't be shocked if they pull a Damian versus what's his name?
Jacob.
Yeah, Jacob. I wouldn't. Yeah, because there's nothing going on. Like, even with the women, you can't even really finesse nothing right now. So, yeah, we will see. But, put the men's SmackDown titles, do something with that. I don't know. But, let the Street Profits get a pay-per-view match. I don't know, but we'll see. But yeah. I think, I don't really see anything else really being added besides maybe a men's SmackDown title match. But yeah, overall, that's what's going on in wrestling. We're going into hoops. So finals is going on, starts tomorrow. But before we get into the finals, we got to talk about news that occurred. Tibbs got fired yesterday. Really, well, not shocking. I said earlier in the season that man's job was on the hot seat. Then he had a good playoff run, but I felt if he did not win the finals or make it to the finals, his job was out of here. especially the way y'all lost. Hey, bro, I'm sorry. You was gonna get fired, bro. You was gonna get fired. It is what it is. Tibbs cycle continues. He does good for your franchise. Y'all changed the culture. It's time for somebody else to come in with that culture, do something with it. We'll see. But
I think I honestly think, as much as we even talked about in the group chat of Tibbs getting cooked, I don't think it still was the right move. They fired Tibbs off of optics more than him is a coaching job. Like, you fired Tibbs. Tibbs can control Tyrese Halliburton hitting that shot to take it to overtime.
yeah, that's different.
Tibbs can control OG Anunoby and Karl-Anthony Towns not making free throws along with Mitchell Robinson. Like, Tibbs can control Jalen Brunson disappearing in the closeout game.
Hey, look, Jalen Brunson was put in hell all playoff. All
Tibbs can control Mikal Bridges disappearing. So that's why I'm like, I don't know. Like, a lot of it is just because a lot of people put smut on Tibbs' name when he was I don't know how to say it. Like, a lot of people put smut on his name because they were saying he doesn't substitute people and things like that. And like, Tibbs is a very stubborn coach. I know a lot of people listen to the 520 podcast and they heard Jeff T talk about all Tibbs say is damn. And I know it made no sense, but right after that he got fired. I'm like, somebody had to hear that. But they saying Leon Rose ain't firing him.
Yeah, I feel like that was an ownership call in the mix of players probably just saying, "Hey, look, man, he running us to the ground." But I'm a still firm believer. The reason why he got fired, once again, defensively, this was a really good team. I still believe Leon Rose should not have given the Brooklyn Nets 5 draft picks for Mikal Bridges. That's just what's wrong with you, nigga? Type you dig. I said this early on. It's not really an issue of the Knicks of, okay, defensively, you guys are a good team. Especially with the Tibbs system, good team. Even dealing with Cat's foul trouble issues, still a great team. Offensively, that team should have been significantly better. Especially, like, just outright. Like, yeah, there were points where they did score 100 points, 100 plus, 120, 130. Cool. Yes. Fine and dandy. But I feel offensively, that team should have been a lot better. And it shouldn't just been based on Jalen Brunson do these niggas offense. It's literally that. It's literally D-Rose 2011 MVP year offense, just with better offensive talent around him. And yes, Mikal Bridges is a solid offensive player. He averaged 25 at one point. Cool. OG, great 3-and-D guy. Cat, one of the best shooters in the league and probably one of the better offensive centers in the league. Just outright, he's probably, I ain't gonna sit and say he's the top, but he's definitely top 3 offensive centers just off pure skill set. You should have been a way better offensive team. But Tibbs is not an offensive coach. They just benefited from the fact that Jalen Brunson is a really good player, solid playmaker, but it shouldn't be points where Cat disappears. It shouldn't be points where you have a Mikal Bridges who can give you at least 19 plus as a third option, night in, night out, and all of that. Overall, the offense was very stagnant at times. It's easily defendable. Because we saw when Cat took over, he took the hell over. And he was playing hurt, by the way, but he took the hell over when Brunson wasn't on the court. And then when Brunson gets back on the court, the offense is extremely stagnant again. But I think if you get a ideal offensive coach, you already have a good defensive identity. You don't got to make no significant changes. Maybe just really enough. If you could find a backup point guard, that's really, I would say, a more playmaking based point guard. But once again, there's not many of those in the league. Have fun with that. You'll be like I said, you have a solid team. You already have one of the best starting fives in the league. arguably one of the best. It's just a matter of you just need to get a coach with a solid offensive mind, a high IQ level coach, not a player's coach, but a high IQ level coach who's about like, look, we're gonna run a good system offensively. You guys can play defense, figured it out. Simple as that. And we go from there. That's why he got fired. Like, it's not just that, and plus your rotations suck come playoff time, but hey, it is what it is. But like I said, it is what it is. I know Knicks fans I know, especially media wise, they're like, yo, they are wrong. But once again, as somebody who saw what Tibbs done to the Bulls literally 10, 15 years ago, it's part of the Tibbs system, bro.
This happens in the playoffs, though. And this, like my last thing, this happens in the playoffs. The Pacers, the Knicks just ran into a buzzsaw of a team.
Yeah, and a better coach.
Like, them niggas was a buzzsaw. Like, them niggas got, people don't remember, because a lot of people are just looking at it as if the Pacers just was this great of a team. Or not even that. I'm sorry. A lot of people think the Pacers weren't supposed to be there and stuff like that. Like, they can't be this team. Because even I was thinking to myself, I'm like when the Pacers went up 2-0, I'm like lineup wise, this don't add up. Like, these teams shouldn't match up as good as they is, and the Pacers shouldn't win. But I thought to myself, the Pacers had the best record after the All-Star break.
Yep.
They got hot at the right time. That's how you win a championship, to tell you the truth. Teams that get hot at the right time. Go to state last championship. They got hot at the right time and beat the team they were supposed to beat.
Yep.
Boston, when they did their thing, yeah, they had a whip, but they got hot at the right time. Like, they got over that Jimmy Butler hurdle and stuff like that, or his teams and things of that nature. They got hot at the right time. The Bucks, when they won their championship, after they beat that Brooklyn Nets team, they thought to themselves, "My nigga, we can actually win a championship," and they won a championship. The Denver Nuggets, same thing. Like, dang, we just beat LeBron James, Anthony Davis. We can win a championship. And they won a championship. So, like, you just got to get hot at the right time. The Knicks never, like, okay, that Boston series, their best player just tore their ACL in front of them. Right? And who knows if they would have came back. Porzingis got a terminal illness. Who knows what the heck is happening to him? Who knows if Boston would have came back. But the Knicks should have rolled off the high being the Celtics and smashed Indy. But Indy was like, no one can beat us. This power of friendship stuff is real. Ain't nobody beat us. Like, and lo and behold, nobody beat him. Like, Giannis, if he would have beat Indiana, niggas would have talked about the historic numbers Giannis dropped on Indiana, bro. But since Indiana smacked that team, nobody talking about it.
It is what it is with that. But yeah, and at the end, I think we just do got to give the Pacers credit where credit is due. They are well-coached team. Lineup wise, they have a really strong lineup of players who guard it. Like I said, everybody even is at least at a above average defender, and Tyrese Halliburton is probably the average defender of the group. Like, even then, he did a good job guarding Brunson. He wasn't running from Brunson at all, and vice versa. But like, what do you want me to do? So it is what it is with Tibbs. Wish him well. He's gonna get another job. He's definitely gonna get another job. Where? I don't know. Somebody said Philly on Twitter, and I was like, gee, Embiid is gonna end up like Cotton Hill. If you don't know who Cotton Hill is, watch King of the Hill. That's Hank Hill's daddy. Watch how he walk. He ain't gonna survive the season. He's gonna lose his shins. Oh, with that said, do not put Tibbs in Philly. It would be great for the culture. It would be great for Philly culture. Philly fans will love him. But at the same time, Embiid playing 42 minutes in the regular season is not sufficeful at all. He ain't gonna see the in-season tournament But either way, wish Tibbs well. He's gonna be fine. Whoever is next coach, remember, New York ain't no joke. Whether it's Mike Malone, whether it's Sam Cassell, hell, people saying give Villanova's old coach, so Jay right in. Look, it is what it is. Wish you well, bro. Just know it's at this point with that roster, especially with the East kind of being really wide open next season, with no Tatum in Boston probably gonna have to make some cuts. The East is wide there.
Potentially no
Giannis as well. So yeah, wish you guys luck. Salute. But let's go ahead talk about the finals. So, like I said, yes, tomorrow's the start of the NBA Finals. Game 1 starting in OKC. OKC versus the Pacers. This either has potential to be OKC just putting belt to ass, or the Pacers really grit and grind into a competitive 6-7 game series. It's either one of the two. Ain't no in between. It's either a very competitive 6-7 or belt to ass by OKC. I'm excited for it. It should be good basketball. Both teams play in a very healthy way. As some people say, ethical hoops outside of Shay's foul merchant activities. Who cares? Either way. But I'm looking forward to the series. I'm going with OKC at 5. No, OKC at 5 either way. They're just, to me, I wouldn't say they're this is the youth, and then everybody on that team is a good defender. And just the fact that, hey, look, if Shea gets going, God bless. I don't think Nembhard and Nesmith is going to give Shea problems like they gave Brunson, mainly because he's significantly taller and he shoots a mid-range willfully. So, and it's just a matter of what Jalen Williams and Chet just make sure they put their stamp on this series too. But I'm going OKC in 5 right now. Maybe 6, because Pacers might not say y'all going to beat us at the career. Wait. It will be OKC in 5. So yeah, OKC in 5.
Oh, you said 5? I agree with you. I want it to be a 6, but it's going to be 5. Hopefully 6. Prayerfully 6. Let them get one in Indiana and one in Oklahoma. Call it a day. Or preferably 2 in Indiana. Then you go back to OKC 2-2. Then Indiana, you close it out. I want to close out if I'm OKC on my home floor. Give the Thunder's crowd something to like roar over. That'll be amazing. I would not want to be black men in Indiana after losing the championship. Not want to be that way. But it's definitely going to be 2 power friendship teams going head to head. It's going to be amazing. I think both of these offenses, not even offense, both of the way the team's structured, Indiana has a really good offense in which they don't have to play half-court offense. They can literally, everything looks like a fast break to them. And then Oklahoma has a crazy good defense. Everybody switches. They 2 perimeter defenders is really, really good. And then they just say Caruso help off the bench. So it's going to be a really good series. I think Shea offensive power is going to give them the edge, because when both teams are struggling, Shea will get you the buckets for OKC side more reliably than I think Tyrese on the Indiana side. But it's gonna be good. Like, Tyrese playmaking is the X factor too. Like I said, they don't really play half-court offense. That team probably at their worst when they playing half-court off. When they playing from the half-court. When Tyrese is slinging that ball in front of him after they get a rebound or they inbound the ball and he's slinging that ball up court in front of him, that offense is hard to beat, because 9 out of 10 it's Pascal Siakam on a guard. And he just gonna Euro step or spinning top move these niggas, and they cook. That's what happened to Jalen Brunson. Somehow Jalen Brunson ended up on Pascal Siakam too many times, and Cat couldn't guard that nigga either. So, yeah. But I just think Shai's the X factor, and if we get that MVP of the finals, MVP of the Eastern Conference, and MVP of the league, I mean Western Conference, MVP of the league, that boy in some nasty conversations, man.
Hey, look, man.
It's only gonna be a handful of people that had a better season than him.
I think the only person is Mike and Shaq. I think
Mike, Shaq.
I think Mike, Shaq, and Kareem in there too.
I would say Elijah would have had one too, right?
No.
Best team, defensive player of the year, champion.
Never had the best team. Never had the best team.
MVP and defensive player of the year in the same year?
Yeah.
You wouldn't count that?
But no, I think, well, technically Hakeem would be in that conversation because the one I keep saying, they keep counting scoring title. Technically Hakeem is in that conversation though. He never had best team. That's probably the main thing.
They won the best team when he won his 2 chips?
No. One year they were 3rd seed. The other year I think they was like the 6th seed.
Bron got one Miami year, right? Would it be the 2014? Was when they had their best year? Because 2013, would it be 2013 or 2014?
2012 year. 2012 year. 2012 or 2013 year. But I don't think Bron. See, the thing is like if.
Oh MVP, yeah, he do. Shea do got a scoring title to add on with that.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what they.
Oh yeah, he's even more rarefied there.
Yeah, because so he's in perfect position to outright just be like, look, bro, I'm just that damn raw. Simple as that.
Title, scoring title.
With the best.
Yeah, that's one of the best individual seasons of all time.
Pretty much in recent memory. So he's in good place. Like Shai's definitely solidifying himself as legit, undisputed. Like, look, best perimeter player. I still gonna give Jokic edging in terms of best player in the league, but Shai will cut the distance. I will give him credit. I give credit for that. He will shed distance, but what Jokic still did this playoff with Aaron Gordon as his number 2 is still one of the greatest things I ever seen. It's up there with 2018 Bron. As in, look, I'm just doing everything I can for us to win. If you want to be, whoever wants to come with me, you better be ready. Aaron Gordon was ready. Murray wasn't. Michael Porter Jr., have fun in Utah. But yeah, either way, should be a good finals. I'm looking forward to where things go. But hey, look, if Pacers make it happen, look, man, shout out to the state of Indiana, G. Gary, Indiana is gonna look like goddamn when the Bulls won in the 90s. So don't be near your windows. But hey, shout out to both of these very MAGA states. Y'all gonna have something to celebrate for probably the next couple of weeks, maybe less. Maybe less if you're OKC. But for the state of Indiana, you might have something to celebrate in 2 weeks, depending on how this series goes. But
I don't count because I know they inherit the Supersonics one title in OKC, but I don't count that for them. They bringing that title to that city is amazing, though.
No, it would. Like, so shout out to them. Shout out to that city, especially because, hey, look, OKC was the home of the Hornets for a little bit. And then they because of that love they got, they earn a franchise. So shout out to that as a whole. So even as they might be one of the quickest franchises to win a ring. Honestly.
Think so?
I'm gonna have to look it up, but I think they might be one of the quickest new franchises to win a ring. I'm gonna look that up. We'll add it to something later. But overall, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. You guys just enjoy the finals. Enjoy Money in the Bank this weekend. Enjoy Worlds Collide this weekend as well. Just enjoy all the good content you guys are about to get as well. So But we'll wrap this up. We appreciate you guys for listening. As always, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Check out all the content we got for you guys on the YouTube channel, on the and also on the TikTok page, UTM Clips. So check all of that out. We appreciate you guys for checking us out. Greatly appreciate it. Very, very much. But follow us on Twitter as well. 3s from the ring, 3S from the ring. And with that all said, peace.
Peace out.